A little Spruce Up can get you tens of thousands of dollars more at sale.
I think the plan is to spend between 20 and 25,000. We may even get up to 3 times that back.
There's some really critical things that you should know before buying a home.
Whether you're in the market to buy or sell a house, the challenge is to make or save as much cash as you can.
It is so simple and effective. It's not rocket science.
We thought that it was probably going to be worthwhile, not just to recover that money that we'll spend on it, but to make a bit more, hopefully.
Nina Wildermuth wanted to spend the bare minimum to freshen up her mum's old house before putting it on the market.
Then it would be more interesting to more buyers. So people that don't want to renovate, that just want to come in, professional couple, and have a house that's already done.
So she called in Spruce Up's Sandy Anderson.
So in this market, you've got to lift your presentation so it gets the buyers in the door.
Sandy claims if Nina spends $20,000 doing up the place, she'll receive triple that amount back when she sells.
You could probably get away with spending about 10, but I think by taking it to that next level actually uplifts it. And I would see that my clients would get a 2 to 3 times return on that investment. So about a $60,000 uplift from where those appraisal prices have started.
And what are you going to do to this living space?
Yeah, so we're going to be polishing the floorboards, painting the walls, spraying the kitchen, and just doing a little bit of a spruce up to some other areas.
A few weeks later, the fresh facelift has completely changed the look of the house.
What do you think?
It's great. Looks really different. Looks amazing.
Money well spent,
Absolutely, yeah. I actually can't believe it's come up this well for really not that much of an expense.
And the good news, Sandy says the price tag has instantly gone up.
The valuations have come up around about $100,000 to $150,000 more than what they originally had.
So for her $25,000 spruce up, Nina now expects to get 4 times that back on the sale of her property.
Well, you've got to be very careful about overcapitalising. Some people spend way too much on renovations just for the sake of selling, and you don't necessarily get that back.
According to REWA's David Airy, sellers should try to stick to a budget.
What's the best money I can spend to yield the best result in the quickest possible time?
It's probably worth trying to dig a little bit deeper and see what's underneath and what's behind and what's in the spaces that you don't see.
Paul Antonelli from property inspection company ResiCert says buyers need to do their homework.
It's quite amazing, Belinda, when you think about it, that people will go and look at a home open, maybe spend 10, 15 minutes and maybe go back for another look and then make a decision to buy a property.
Paul's new book guides buyers to get the best value for their buck. His biggest tip, add inspection reports into your contract.
Buy a second-hand car for $15,000, people won't hesitate to spend a couple of $100 on an inspection. A typical building inspection will be probably around $500 to $600, with a building pest inspection probably around $700 to $800. And someone spending $400,000 to $500,000, it's sort of doesn't make sense not to.
Check the roof for insulation condition, cracked tiles, termite damage and structural faults.
The stats show that 1 in 3 homes in Australia will get affected by termites.
Explore what's under the floor.
We have moisture, darkness, termites. They like those sorts of environments.
Find out if there's any issue with council approvals.
If something isn't approved and they take hold of the property, then it sort of shifts to them.
Consider what the property will be like in winter and summer.
The economic cost of living in there, running air conditioning units and heaters.
And most of all, don't rush. And according to David, with 14,600 Perth properties on the market, now's a good time to negotiate.
With so much choice around in the housing market, buyers have got plenty of time to have a look around and make a choice.